Though most Old West tales center on famous gunslingers, notorious lawmen, and well-publicized bandits, the Old West was scattered with other deadly figures who never garnered such widespread fame. Some roamed the frontier as cunning thieves, while others found themselves entwined with infamous gangs, yet their deadly deeds and final fates have been largely overshadowed by household names. The lines between lawman and outlaw often blurred, permitting unexpected alliances and betrayals across volatile territories. Violence, betrayal, and the thirst for easy riches characterized their daily lives, driving them into shootouts or daring robberies. While their recognized kill counts may be fewer than legendary Desperados, these individuals were no less ruthless in their pursuits. By delving into their stories, one uncovers a darker side of frontier history beyond the usual suspects. Texas Jack Vermillion. Texas Jack Vermillion was a lesser-known figure of the Old West, overshadowed by more prominent gunfighters and lawmen. Born around 1842, he drifted through cattle trails and occasionally served as a wagon driver. While not a prolific killer, official records indicate he took at least one confirmed life, a would-be robber who confronted him near Tombstone. Details of the encounter remain scarce, but witnesses recounted Jack's calm demeanor when pressed to shoot. Often associated with Wyatt Earp's Vendetta ride in 1882, Vermillion participated in hunts for the Outlaws who ambushed Morgan Earp. Despite his rough frontier lifestyle, he managed to avoid the notoriety that befell many peers. Rumors claim he faced dangerous altercations but rarely resorted to lethal force. He died in 1911, remaining a seldom discussed old-timer. Dick Broadwell. Dick Broadwell was a rarely acknowledged member of the Dalton Gang, notorious during the early 1890s. Born in Kansas, he fell under the sway of Bob and Grat Dalton, who recruited him for train and bank robberies. Despite the gang's fleeting existence, Broadwell confirmedly took 2 lives, a detective pursuing him in 1892 and a determined bystander in Coffeyville. Although overshadowed by Emmett Dalton's later notoriety, Broadwell played a crucial role in planning heists, given his intimate knowledge of local rail lines. Known for keeping calm amid chaos, he contributed significantly to the gang's swift robberies. He died alongside fellow gang members during the Coffeyville shootout on October 5, 1892. Though his name remains seldom cited in textbooks, his lethal efficiency underscored the Dalton Gang's deadly ambitions. Dirty Dave Rudaba. David Rudaba was a grim presence in the Southwest, overshadowed by the likes of Billy the Kid, though the two briefly partnered. Born around 1854 in Illinois, he wandered through Arizona and New Mexico, stealing horses and rustling cattle. Despite multiple arrests, he frequently slipped away, earning a reputation for slippery escapes. Official accounts credit him with 3 confirmed kills, including 2 lawmen and 1 rival rustler. Rudaba once joined Billy the Kid to break out of a Las Vegas jail in 1880, fueling local legend. Pat Garrett pursued him relentlessly, but Rudaba consistently evaded final capture. Eventually, he fled to Mexico, where outraged locals ended his life in 1886, decapitating him post-mortem. While little known today, Rudaba's savage legacy offers a chilling glimpse into frontier violence. Nathaniel Ellsworth Zip Wyatt. Nathaniel Ellsworth Wyatt prowled Oklahoma Territory in the 1890s, drawing fear yet rarely spotlighted by historians. Born around 1860, he first dabbled in petty theft before progressing to stagecoach and train holdups. Contemporary newspapers described him as hot-tempered and prone to rash violence, which left at least 4 confirmed victims, including a deputy marshal. Wyatt regularly eluded authorities by exploiting the rugged Oklahoma landscapes, vanishing into remote canyons. Known to dispatch mocking letters to lawmen, he taunted posses while continuing his raids on unsuspecting ranchers. Several gunfights reportedly left him wounded, yet he pressed on, fueling his notorious legend. Ultimately, a concerted effort by territorial marshals cornered him near Alva in 1895, leading to a fatal shootout. Though overshadowed by bigger outlaws, Wyatt's lethal rampage remains a cautionary tale. Mysterious Dave Mather. David Allen Mather wandered across the frontier, sometimes enforcing the law, other times breaking it. Born around 1851 in Connecticut, he divulged little of his background, earning a cryptic nickname. His stoic demeanor cultivated rumors that he might have been an ex-sailor or even a fugitive. Credited with at least 5 confirmed kills, Mather's reputation for violence spanned Dodge City and beyond, where saloon brawls and gunfights placed him under frequent scrutiny. He served briefly as a deputy marshal, though fellow officers mistrusted his motives. A saloon altercation over unpaid bills reportedly added to his body count. By 1885, he disappeared from official documents entirely, fueling speculation about his fate. Though overshadowed by more flamboyant gunslingers, Mysterious Dave left behind a lethal legacy few dared challenge. Bill Chadwell. Bill Chadwell, sometimes called Bill Styles, remains an obscure member of the James Younger gang, largely eclipsed by Jesse James. Born in Minnesota around 1859, Chadwell drifted into horse thievery before joining the notorious Outlaws. While precise figures vary, contemporary accounts attribute 6 confirmed kills to him, including stagecoach guards who resisted robbery attempts. He specialized in surveillance, scouting potential targets, and mapping routes for quick getaways. Despite his crucial role, Chadwell rarely appeared in wanted posters, overshadowed by the gang's more famous leaders. His stealthy methods and willingness to shoot first contributed to the group's fearsome reputation. During the infamous Northfield raid in 1876, he served as a lookout but was shot dead by armed citizens. Though short-lived, his violent career marked him as a formidable threat. William Curly Bill Brochas. William Brochas seldom receives the acclaim of more infamous tombstone figures like Wyatt Earp, yet his propensity for violence was formidable. Likely born in Texas around 1845, he drifted into Arizona territory, attaching himself to the loosely organized Cowboys gang. Historians credit Brochas with 7 confirmed kills, including Fred White, Tombstone's first marshal, in 1880. Though he was initially jailed, the shooting was ruled accidental, and he avoided conviction. Brochas gained notoriety through repeated clashes with law enforcement and his wild revelries, once reportedly firing into a crowded dance hall just for sport. His confrontations with the Earp brothers escalated tensions that culminated in shootouts and revenge killings. Eventually, Wyatt Earp claimed credit for slaying him near the Whetstone Mountains in 1882. Brochas's lethal reputation persists quietly. James Jim Moon. James Moon terrorized Montana and the Dakotas during the 1880s, yet is seldom referenced in Western lore. Born circa 1856, he started as a buffalo hunter before drifting into cattle rustling and stagecoach holdups. Local folklore identifies 8 confirmed kills attributed to Moon, mainly law officers and rival rustlers who tried to stop him. Operating with cunning, he set traps in narrow gulches, forcing pursuers into lethal ambushes. Moon relied heavily on a sawed-off shotgun, which he wielded with surprising accuracy, instilling fear in frontier settlements. While bigger names overshadowed him, he left a trail of blood across sparsely settled plains. Eventually, a posse cornered him in Miles City in 1889, where he was wounded and captured. Sentenced for murder, he died from tuberculosis in prison, vanishing in obscurity. Tom Blackjack Ketchum. Tom Ketchum stands out as a brutal outlaw of the late 1890s, though overshadowed by Butch Cassidy's Wild Bunch. Born in Texas around 1863, he drifted into New Mexico, robbing trains and stagecoaches with cold precision. He reportedly claimed 9 confirmed kills, often targeting guards who tried to defend shipments. Working alongside his brother Sam, Ketchum displayed a meticulous approach to planning robberies, carefully timing routes and escape paths. However, internal disputes split their partnership, and Tom led his own gang afterward. His final heist in 1899 near Folsom, New Mexico, proved disastrous, resulting in severe injury and eventual capture. At trial, he was sentenced to hang, but the execution went horribly wrong, severing his head. Ketchum's grisly end remains an unsettling footnote in Western criminal annals. Hyman G. Hudu Brown Neal. Hyman G. Neal, widely called Hudu Brown, headed a notorious network of corruption in Las Vegas, New Mexico during the late 1870s. Serving as justice of the peace, he brazenly manipulated legal proceedings, enabling brazen robberies and murders under the guise of official authority. Historical records tie him to at least 10 confirmed kills, many carried out by his associates known as the Dodge City Gang. Hudu Brown orchestrated lynchings and sanctioned ruthless violence against anyone threatening his grip on power. Despite the bloodshed, local newspapers often muddled facts, leaving many details unverified. Eventually, unrest forced him to flee around 1880, disappearing into rumor and speculation. Some accounts claim he sought refuge in South America, while others suggest he relocated to Texas. Hudu Brown's reign left a haunting legacy. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below.